It's another beautiful morning, and I warmly welcome you all to Good Morning Tourism right here on CHTV, where we take you around the world, and of course, without your visas and your passports, you know how we do it. I am Erica Minta Ohene. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, we have a very intriguing conversation for you. Do stick and stay with us. We are back from that quick breather. If you just tuned in, this is Good Morning Tourism right here on CHTV. We have a new face on the show today. I have here with me Mr. Samson Kofi Echiafo, who is the CEO of Tirelessly Travel and Tour. You're welcome, sir. And our very own Esquire Jemfi Bonsu, who is with Sundown Legal Services. You are welcome. You are much welcome to Good Morning Tourism, gentlemen. Esquire, you are smiling. Wow. Loto be already loto.
Because your appearance looks attractive, you know. So
thank you.
That's
Thank you. You don't look bad yourself. Mr. Samson. Delilah. Where's Delilah?
No, not Delilah. This is not Delilah.
You're welcome once again to Good Morning Tourism. And without wasting much time, we're about to walk us through. We are walking all of us through a very intriguing topic. That is the inbound travel. Let me start with you, Esquire. Inbound travel. Can you throw a little light on it?
Okay, so let me say a warm good morning to your cherished viewers and listeners alike, and to also say good morning to you.
Of course.
I admire your colors. You know, usually I do say that.
Yeah, thank you.
In fact, this topic is a very important topic as far as the tourism industry is concerned. Yeah. So we are talking about inbound tourism. So what does it mean to say inbound tourism? You understand? When we say inbound tourism, what we are basically saying is about visitors who are coming into the country. You get it? So Ghana is taken as one tourist destination. So if I move from Accra to Sunyani, Sunyani to Tamale, Tamale to Boko, Navlongo, or Upper West, wherever it is, that is not what we are talking about. I am traversing within the same country, which is taken as one tourist destination. You get it?
Yeah.
But if anybody is coming from outside Ghana, say from Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, the America, Asia, Europe, what have you, all those people are that we classified as what? Inbound tourism. So basically we are talking about foreigners who are coming into the country for the purpose of what? Tourism. Including sightseeing, including education, including medical, including visits, just family visit or what have you. All these things put together constitute what we call inbound tourism.
Interesting. Mr. Samson, I love that smile. So let's look at outbound tourism.
When we say outbound tourism, outbound tourism means like you are from Ghana and you are going to another country, like France, Togo, or whatever country. You are moving from your local country to international country. So you are going outside your country. That is called outbound travel.
Okay, so let's look at our local environment. How does inbound tourism affect us in any way?
Okay, when we say inbound tourism, one, it affects us in a way when the foreigners are coming into the country. They came with a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe going to our tourist sites, going to do business. Not always that when they come for tourists or this, they also came for business. So when a foreigner came into the country, what does it mean? It gives more resources, money into the country. He is going to sleep hotel. They are going to take transport. He's going to buy food. You see, so
it generates income
into the economy. Into the country.
Yeah.
So that one also, it helps the country economy.
Oh, of course.
That is it.
So basically, it generates income revenue, as you said. Esquire, can you hit on some of the points for us?
If, like just what my brother has said, in fact, you know that tourism is one industry that has a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Okay. There are some industries you can have only one importance. Maybe if it is giving you revenue, it is giving you revenue. But tourism is a multi-faceted industry that comes with a lot of benefits. If you look at inbound, for instance, the inbound tourism, that is foreigners coming into the country, right? It will help us to expand our economy. So the first point is economic growth, which I'll tie with what Samson has said. See, look, people are coming into the country. They are coming in with foreign currencies.
Yeah. You
know, foreign currency plays major role in economic management. If you look at our inflationary rates, exchange rate depreciation, and all that we have within the economic system, most of them is about lack of foreign currencies. But if you are lucky, if a country is lucky to get more people into the country, what it means is that they are coming in with the money from their home countries. They will spend those monies here in areas of hotel, food, transport, what have you. And those monies will remain in our country. So it makes the presence of foreigners in our country very, 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 very important to our economic growth. You get it? The other point is that, look, when they come, I've mentioned other activities that they can undertake in the country. Accommodation, transport. What is it telling us? It is telling us that directly or indirectly, we are creating employment for our people.
Of course.
You understand? So that is why we always say that the more we import foreign goods, we are creating employment for that country. That is the essence of it. Once people we manage to attract people into the country. When they come, the system will force people to set up businesses and employ people. So employment or job creation is one of the benefits of having more foreigners visiting your country. Because, hey, once a hotel is full, you must have a lot of people to provide various services within the hotel. Executive, room executive or housekeeping, laundry, chefs, what have you. All these people you have to provide. And by and large, it will create employment for our people. You get it. Let's also look at even the Ghana as a country. When people come here, they go out back to their home country to market our country. You see, Ghana is noted for what we call its hospitality, for instance. How did they come about? It came because people who come here, they identify with our hospitality and go out there and share. So gradually, this will build up our corporate image as a country out there.
Of course.
And will also bring more people into the country. Do you get it? What about the small businesses that we have? Small businesses that we have, the rental businesses. You see that when they come, we have to journey from one point to the other. So they will resort to transport businesses. In the course of that, we are also building our small businesses, these hiring companies, these rental companies. Now we also get businesses. And not only only that, there are other businesses within the local communities that these foreigners visit. You get it? Some of them will buy pure water, others will buy small food or local food from the local businesses. And by getting more people into, we are building the local businesses. So inbound tourism is in fact very positive to us, if you ask me.
Thank you, Esquire. Mr. Sampson.
That was last week. We went to Turkey. Africa community. We are about 2,000 people went to business meeting over there. And each and everybody spent about $3,000. And we are about 2,000 people. Look at the money that the government we have sent to Turkey. You see, so those inbound tourism gives a lot of revenue into the country. When your country is very attractive, you have to make people come to your country. Because when we are about Turkey, why now people are moving to Turkey? Because one, everybody says that Turkey product is quality. So when you go to Turkey, anything at all you buy, you know that it's quality. It's cheap also. You see, so everybody wanted to go to Turkey. So a lot of people are going to Turkey and sending money into Turkey. The country also is doing what? Growing. The companies over there also is doing what? They are making revenue into their company. You see, those are the things that when foreigners are coming into your country, it generates a lot of money.
But Mr. Sampson, there are pros and cons to everything. So definitely there will be challenges we may face as a country due to international tourists. You want to adapt to what he said? All right.
You see, inbound tourism, when it improves, it forces the system to expand even our infrastructure. You understand? If you look at the airport, for instance, why did we expand the airport? We expanded the airport because at a point we saw that the tourism receipts, the number of people coming through the airport, were huge. So the old airport could not contain the airport. And you see, as a result of that, look at the beautiful edifice terminal that we have. So because of inbound, states will be forced to expand its infrastructure. In terms of road that we have been talking about, that the road network, improve the road network. If you go to the north, Brongahafo and other part of the county, some roads have been reconstructed or have been put into good shape. Why? Mainly because a lot of people are coming and visiting those locations.
But as a country, as a state, do we need inbound tourism before we can improve on our infrastructure in the others? Do we need people to come in the country before we do that? Can't we do it for our citizens?
No, as for the development, we should develop our country irrespective of the reason, whether tourism or what have you. The point is that, do we have the capacity to do all at a time? No. You get it. But if there's an attraction within a certain locality, that's where the pressure will come. Because the government will be forced, looking at the number of people visiting that destination, the government will be forced to fix the road. And by so doing, we will be gradually expanding the national infrastructures. You get it? So that is why we pray that more inbound tourism will be experienced going forward, so that the benefit apart from all these things, we can see a lot of improvement in some of the statutory infrastructures that we have in the country. Very important. That's what I want to chip in.
Mr. Sampson, let me come back to you. As I said early on, there are pros and cons to every situation. So with this inbound tourism, are there challenges we may face as a country letting international tourists in?
In Ghana here, Ghana as an example, we have a lot of challenges in inbound. One, our hotels. It's very, very, very expensive. Because when you are doing a tour package, the most important is hotel. And when you go to other foreign countries like Turkey, you can get a hotel like $40, $30 a night. But Ghana here, there's no, even I'm talking about a 3-star, 4-star hotel over there. You can get about $30, $40, $50. But Ghana here, you can't even get a 3-star, even $50. So when somebody is coming to Ghana and you have given him tour package like 1 week, 6 nights, 7 days, and you are telling the person to pay $5,000, and somebody also is going to Kenya, the same 6 nights, 7 days, and he is paying $2,000. Where will you go?
Kenya, of course.
Because everything that is in Ghana, it is in Kenya. When you go to Rwanda, everything that is in Ghana, it is in Rwanda. Even right now, when you go to Rwanda, you will be marvelous. You see, so that is our challenges. One, our hotel, our transport costs also is killing us in local tourism when the foreigners are coming. Because if 3 families are coming, they say they want a V8. A day, you rent a V8 at $200. After that, you buy a petrol. You pay a driver.
Yes.
It's very, very, very expensive. But when you go outside, you won't get it like that. Very, very cheap. That is why when you go to the whole world, when you go to France, they always, visitors or the tourists that go to France just a year, about 4 million tourists. Look at the money that they made in France. Because when you go there, even when you get about $1,000 or $500, you can stay about 6 nights, 5. But over here, there's nothing like that. So those are the accommodation. Our road network also is very, very bad. When somebody is going to Cancun, from Accra to Cancun, you can take about 4 hours because of the road. And when the foreigner is coming and he's going to Cape Coast, and he's take 4 hours or 3 hours because of the next time he won't come. Because it's a recommendation. When somebody comes to Ghana, when you go back, when you wanted to go to holiday, go to Ghana because Ghana is very good. But their road is not good. And even from here to Kumasi or Tamale, when we are taking a flight, from here to Tamale, it's almost about 1,700 to 2,000 in and out. But when you go to other countries, when you get about $25, $30, you can take a flight. You see, all those things, we have to look at it. And those are the things that when the foreigners, they don't want to come to Ghana. That is why challenges, hotel accommodation, and road network, and transport, all those things, and sites.
Okay. So how do we as a country solve this situation, just so we don't prevent international tourists to come into the country?
You see, this thing always, when we go to meeting, we talk about it, but especially the road network, individuals cannot do it. Only government that can assist. So if governments are not assisting, doing our route for us, tourists will never come because we can't say individual. Maybe from Cape Coast town to Cancun Park. You can't say you are doing the route. Only government that can do that because the money, all that money has come is going to the government. So only government that can do it. The trade associations, GATOF and those things, we can't do it. Only the government that can help. So if the government is not doing it, I don't think that individuals, we can do it. But
are the practitioners pushing the government to do it? You know, a government has a lot to do, and then maybe it hasn't come in mind yet. So what are you, as a practitioner, what are you guys doing?
Tourism ministry over there. That's why we have tourism ministry over there. So what are the ministries doing? Their mandate is to look at the tour site, the road network, and all what have you. So that's why that ministry is there. So the ministry...
That is their responsibility, but the question is, are they doing it?
They are not doing it. They are not doing it because the road network is not good. The road network is not good.
But then, do you guys mention it when you go for meetings? You speak about it
A lot.
as practitioners.
A lot. But what do? A politician will promise you, we are going to do it. When you vote for us, we will do it. But at the end of the day, when they got there, they forget it. That is how the politicians are. So you can't depend on the politicians.
Because I mean, if tourists are not impressed enough to come to the country, it will affect you as a practitioner. It will affect your job too.
Yes. That is why I mentioned to you right now, Kenya, Rwanda, South Africa, Ethiopia. They are doing well in their tourism sector because people are going there. Things are cheap. You see, things are cheap. Look, when we are going to Turkey recently, one person have to spend about 3,000 plus. But when you are going to Rwanda, maybe you are spending about 2,000 or 1,500. Where will you go? So those things, it is not, government have to subsidize some certain things.
Of course.
That is the right. Government have to subsidize some certain things and do it. The tourists will come.
The tourists will come indeed. Hopefully, Esquire, you are not being left out of the conversation. So what role do you think cultural exchange play in inbound tourism?
Okay, so before I come to that, let me quickly...
You want to add up to what he said? Okay.
The negative impact or the impact of inbound tourism. You see, when we say visitors or foreigners are coming into the country, the first thing you should note is that these are people who are coming from different cultural backgrounds. So their way of life, as we always define culture to be, their way of life is different from our way of life. So as they come into the country or come into the destination, wow, they present themselves with their culture. They come with their culture. And so if they have males having earrings, tattoos on them, wearing even female dresses, and that is what they bring to the destination. So you see the effect. Over time, as they keep coming, over time, the local people will pick those behaviors. So that is why we call it culture erosion. They will come and they dilute our culture. Okay, so that is very negative. Apart from the benefit of job creation, employment, or revenues that we get and what have you, boosting the local economy. With time, you realize that the local culture will be diluted. And I feel that if you look at our system, you know the kind of lifestyle that the youth, the young people are putting up today. Some of them may not have traveled outside before. You get it? So how are they copying? They are copying because they have seen foreigners doing the same. So it's a very critical impact that countries face. And it's not only Ghana. It's not only Ghana. This one, it pertains to almost every tourist destination. But what we try to do is to manage it. Because there's little that we can do. We cannot say they will dilute our culture. And because of that, they shouldn't come or we won't allow. The benefit that we expect outweighs the negatives. So these are some of the things that it comes with. One other thing that I want to add is that, you see, the environment is key. But the more we have foreigners into the country, it puts pressure on the environment. It's either we are constructing roads, it's either we are building. And the more you are building, you are putting pressure on the environment. You get it? So with time, the benefit of our natural environment, we cannot see. Let's take a classical look at the Greater Accra region. Okay, a time is coming, and it is near, that you can drive around and not see a parcel of land. You drive around and not see a parcel of land. The benefit of our environment will be also eroded with the presence of foreigners, because everybody wants to set up a hotel, everybody wants to set up a restaurant, and people want to set up car rental business. Where would they set up? They will have to clear some environment, then set up all these businesses. So that is another effect. So I think that to add up to the negative, these are some of the negatives that we have with the inbound tourism. But now the role that cultural tourism plays in inbound. You see, cultural tourism is unique. When we say cultural tourism, we are talking about the way people behave in their own country, which is exclusively different from what I have. For instance, you have an American. Americans have culture. They have culture in America. But why would they travel to Ghana? They are traveling to Ghana because they have seen a certain culture in Ghana which is unique from their culture. I have said it here that if you look at the dangers associated with the tourist attractions as a result of Galamsey, for instance, that is gradually taking away the sites. Now, if we have guided our culture, which I believe we have guided our culture, look at the culture of the Gans, the Homo celebration together with all the Gans, look at the Fetu Afashe, the Akweside, all these things have been jealously guided. So it means that even with the absence of the attraction sightseeing, people will still be interested in coming to Ghana to come and witness the Homo celebration, to come and see how the Ashantis celebrate Akweside, to how the Fantis do Fetu Afashe, Akwambo, and all these things. You get it? So culture tourism is key. In fact, when we have lost everything, culture tourism will host our country as a tourist destination.
Hopefully.
You get it? Yes. So that is how it is.
We haven't really said anything about outbound tourism. We are more hitting on the inbound tourism. Mr. Sampson, so the outbound tourism, does it impact the economical growth in any way?
What I would say about outbound tourism is, like when people come into your country, what they brought, the benefit that you get. When you are going out also, the same benefits. You are sending money over there. You are going to enjoy. Because one thing, when they say tourists, when you are out from your country and you are going to another country, you wanted to see different things altogether. Because when you are eating fufu over here, when you go there and they serve you fufu, I mean, you won't enjoy it. But when you go there and they serve you other food that you haven't eaten before, they send you to places that is where you are also experiencing something. The way the people behave over there, that's why you wanted to go and see different things all together. You see, so you also send money over there. So they also benefit, like the way people comes into your country. But Ghanaians, because of our economy, for the fact, Ghanaians doesn't go outside for tours and those, because he is calculating. People do travel. But
so on what basis are you saying Ghanaians don't go out?
Yes, when I say Ghanaians doesn't go to, like you are on leave and you have about 5,000 Ghana cedi, like $5,000. Ghanaians will think about it. Will I go and spend this $5,000 within 2 weeks or 1 month and come back? I won't do it, because we having, if a white man or somebody, he can make provision for the whole year. Every month, maybe you put down one cedi, because maybe say next year by April, I wanted to go to holiday, to go and spend 1 week over there. So he is preparing towards that one. But in Ghana here, how many people do that?
So you are just assuming Ghanaians don't travel?
Ghanaians,
you don't really have a concrete evidence to prove that
Ghanaians travel, but Ghanaians doesn't travel like I'm going to holiday and go and spend 1 week or 2 weeks and come back. Even our local tourism, Ghanaians doesn't go.
Mr. Sampson, but you just told me you went to Turkey last week.
I went to Turkey last week because of business. Whole Ghana, about 200 people that went. But Nigeria, there are about 800 people. Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda, by Ghana, only 200 people that went.
It doesn't mean Ghanaians don't travel. Because especially with the youth, now we like to explore. Ghanaians do travel a lot. So I mean, Unless you want to give me a concrete evidence to show
that is what
Ghanaians don't travel.
When you compare it, look, last year we went to Spain.
Okay.
We went to Spain. This tourism, we went to Spain. Ghanaians still only about 20 people. But when you see Nigerians, when you see Ivorians, when you
for business or for recreational purposes?
For business. The same tourism business, and you meet business people, partners, and you talk about it. Yes.
Okay.
But Ghanaians, how many people that have that money? You see, our economy.
Did you just say that?
Yeah. Our economy is not favoring us. It's a fact. Our economy is not favoring us. Let me say, how much are you earning a month? How much are you spending? And how much can you keep before traveling? It can take you about 4 years, 5 years.
Oh, it is getting heated. Mr. Sampson, we'll come back to you.
Okay.
I know you are enjoying the conversation home. I'm actually surprised too. He is saying Ghanaians don't travel. So we'll get to know more. Maybe he wants to give us a concrete evidence to show that Ghanaians do not travel. So kindly do stick and stay with us. We'll come back after this quick commercial break. You are welcome back from that quick commercial break. If you just tuned in, this is Good Morning Tourism right here on CHTV. As we said early on, I want you to reiterate that Ghanaians do not travel. Mr. Sampson, I want to hear it from the horse's own mouth. Did you just say that?
Yes, I said it because comparing to other sub-regions, Nigeria, Cameroon, Togo, when we go to a business meeting,
business meetings. Let's go.
Okay. When you go to a business meeting, the number of people that come from Nigeria, the number of people that come from Ivory Coast, the number of people that come from Togo, and when you see the number of people that come from Ghana, you will see that no, Ghanaians doesn't do what? Travel. Our problem is to get a visa. You see, when you are in Nigeria, when you are applying for visa, they easily get it. When you are other countries, when you apply for visa, they easily get it. But in Ghana, when 10 people apply for visa, only 2 or 3 people will get it. Because when Ghanaians, like you are going to a business, but when you go then, you vanish. You won't come back again. So, yes, you won't come back again.
But I think that one, Nigerians are worse.
Everyone.
Nigerians are worse. But you know, the issue
Nigerians
is
are worse. Do you have points to back it up?
Oh, yes. I mean,
that when they travel, they don't come back.
A lot of people.
But even if Nigerians are worse, but when they are going, Nigerians, they go more than. So why are they getting the visa and we Ghanaians, we are not getting it?
Okay, there are a lot of factors. Okay, look, the first point is that.
Are we about to speak law?
No, not law. I'm talking tourism.
Okay.
The first point is that if you look at the economic circumstances of Ghanaians, okay, largely it does not support travels, okay, because we are looking at capacity to afford foreign travels. And how many people in Ghana can afford? That I can dovetail to even with visa acquisition. How many people can go to embassy and the embassy will be convinced that I have the right, or this person, I should issue him or her with a visa? So the capacity is not there. If you look at a lot of businesses that we have, most of them are informal. They don't have business accounts. They have not registered the businesses. So it's not that they cannot travel. They can, but they will be denied if they even want to travel. Because they will not formalize their business.
Because of taxes?
Because of taxes. Most people are into businesses, they don't want to pay tax. Because you see, when you want to apply for a visa, you have to prove to the embassy that you are a good citizen, you are into a productive business, you are paying your taxes. How do you get the proof? You have to get a tax clearance certificate from GRA, get VAT certificate from GRA to prove to the visa or consular officer that indeed you are into a productive business. And they are not ready to do that.
It all boils down to the fact that our taxes are very high. That is why maybe businesses do not want to register.
Well, I don't think it's about the quantity that people will pay. But it's my personal opinion. I believe that the people just want to avoid or evade taxes. That's all. Ghanaians. Most people in the informal sector, yes. Because once you register as a taxpayer, that will give you access to other benefits, including requesting for visas and what have you. Okay. They don't want to do that because they are thinking only about how much they will pay in taxes. And because of that, you cannot travel. You cannot travel. If you look at the tax net in Ghana, how many people? We always say only about 10% of the population are people who are taxpayers. Which country does that? So it means that in principle, only 10% of the population can travel outside. In principle. Only 10%. Because they don't have the documents to show. That's why there's presence of connection man in this country, that somebody will have to generate pay slip for you. Somebody will have to generate forgery bank statement for you. Or to some extent, they also generate forgery tax clearance certificate for you. And the embassies will know that all these things are forgery. So I'm saying that it is not that people don't want to travel. Some people have the money that they can travel. But the processes that they have to go through to acquire a visa, they are not ready to go through.
Then I don't think they are ready to travel.
Yes.
Because if you really want to travel, you go through all those processes.
Yes. You have to go through all the processes. You must register your business and show, even when you are registering with all these exhibitions or conferences outside, you have to demonstrate that you have a registered business. Otherwise, you cannot be admitted or issued with an invitation letter or whatever that will aid you to secure your visa. No, you can't do that. You get it? So that is the problem that we have as a country. You understand? People must formalize their businesses, pay the appropriate taxes, and get access to relevant opportunities. Simple as that. Simple as that.
It doesn't change the fact that Mr. Sampson is saying Ghanaians don't travel. We travel for Soloku. We travel for entertainment. But maybe for business purposes.
No, you see,
no. Yeah, for recreational purposes, we travel to see and then
tourism is all encompassing. Okay.
But for business
is part, entertainment is part, sightseeing is part, medical, education. All these things, people go to school, we classify it as tourism. We get it. People go for medical services and we classify it as part. So there are various, others want to visit and sightsee. That is it.
So I'm saying but the fact that he didn't see them
what
in their business
meetings. What he's talking about is in with business meetings. If people are not attending, they are not going for the business meeting. I shudder to believe that it will be difficult for people to go for just visit to sightseeing. It will be difficult.
And it is, you need to bring something to back up your claims.
You will find it.
No.
Yes. Business that will increase your business. They won't go.
I'm not convinced enough. I mean, we like the Soloku more. So, yes, Ghanaians, we like enjoyment.
How many
so
people
we travel
in Ghana
for that.
Travel from Ghana here for entertainment purposes?
Oh, the youth and
travel from Ghana.
Because why you on Snapchat?
Where are they?
So when was your last time you traveled?
Once was last time. We'll talk about that later. But Ghanaians, you travel.
People don't really travel. In fact, those people, the youth that will travel for the purposes of entertainment are people who come from rich homes. That's all. That is the reason. That is all. But if your father cannot afford, if your parent cannot afford, and you're a youth, you don't have business.
I'm working and then I can
You don't have business. What kind of job are you doing?
Are you trying to say 9 to 5 can't pay for?
What business are you doing? I mean, how many people are within the age of 17 to 25 that have solid business that they are doing in the country? So how many of them? They can be some people, but how many of them that they say, oh, me, I can use part of my business for entertainment program coming up in New York that I want to attend. There's this a program coming in Berlin. No, it's so easy. It's not easy. You get it.
It's okay. We'll come back to that conversation. But like Mr. Sampson, how do you think we as Ghanaians can take advantage of this travel, the inbound and then outbound travel? What do you think we can do to sustain that as a country?
The only thing that we can do, first, when you are traveling, what is the reason? You have to have a reason why you are traveling. You cannot just get up and say, I'm traveling. What are you going to do?
Let's come to the inbound travel first, inbound tourism first. Since foreigners are coming into the country and then it is helping us grow the country, what can we, as the citizens of the country, do to welcome them or to make them have a good stay? So it will build our country more.
We have to make sure our hotels is very reasonable price. We have a very reasonable price. Our transport, our road network, the way we behave as a culture.
But then Ghanaians are known to be hospitable.
Yes, but we need more.
Hospitality.
Yes, we need more. Even if Ghana, let me tell you, Ghana, people wanted to come to Ghana to come and see our culture, to come and see everything. But when you give them the bill, when you do the package, oh wow, Ghana, this one is too much. This one is too much. And really, it's too much. So those are the things that we have to look at. Like the government have to come. Always we are saying, when you go to meetings, we are always saying this, governments have to come in and subsidize some certain things. Because hotels also, they are complaining about their bills, the tax that they pay. You see, the tax that they pay, the things that they pay is too much. It's too much for them. So the government have to come in, some certain things you have to subsidize. The government have to subsidize and let the price comes down so that the visitors or the tourists can come.
If we are saying the government should come in, and then I think it will affect the private sector.
No, when I'm saying that the government should come in, like a hotel, the taxes that the hotels are paying, the light bill, the water bill, and those things, you see, is that to come down so that maybe like 5-star hotel, a month is paying light bill like say, let's say 2,000. Water bill, I say, is paying workers and tax and those things. So it also increases.
What has the community benefited from inbound tourism? The local communities.
Yes. One thing that they benefit from it is seeing different things all together. When it's a foreigner, when the foreigner comes into the transport owner benefit from it. The hotel company, they benefit from it. The food, those people who sell food and those, they benefit from it. All those people, they benefit from those things.
Esquire, let's look at outbound tourism. We haven't really said anything good about it. Is it that it's not helping the country to grow in any way? So what impact does it have on the local communities?
Okay, so people travel out there, and then when they come, that's why people say, we always say travel and see. You see that when you travel, you learn a lot of things. You acquire new knowledge. So when you come back home and you apply the knowledge that you have acquired, the exposure that you have attained out there, such a culture will help build your business. There are some people, because of their frequent travels and the exposure that they have attained out there, for instance, they act as whites. They say, as for me, if it is 10 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. It's not the Ghana time that you know. You know that. And all these people, when you look at their businesses, it will tell you the impact. The business will be doing well. But if we sit here, you haven't traveled before, you don't know how things are. Erica, the things that even Ghanaians resident abroad go through, if you just see it for a day, you will change your mindset. When it is time for work, go and see how nursing mothers are running helter-skelter, chasing bus, others driving, chasing train and what have you, under the snow. This is what they acquire. When you travel, you see that indeed when you come back home, if you apply this, you know that no, we are joking here. We are not learning anything. So for me, the benefits that we get from travel is the exposure. And when we apply it to our businesses, our way of life, we are likely to improve our businesses. We are likely to shape even our own perception about so many things that we do in this country. So, and you see, another thing is that people go out there and learn. So outbound tourism can improve even our knowledge transfer, because you see, when they are out there, they have learned certain things, they have learned new skills, they have learned new culture. When they bring it out here, they want to implement such cultures, such knowledge that they have acquired, even new business ideas. You get out there. In fact, there are so many people who have been successful here in Ghana. It's because of their experience out there. In terms of event management, conference management, and all those things, it's because of their experience out there. So outbound is not cast in stone. It's not only bad, but there are positive sides that we should look at. Except that because Ghanaians are now traveling, they are sending capital out there. And so we should find a way of managing the number of people who will embark on outbound transfer so that we don't affect the country.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to take your last remarks, Mr. Sampson.
One thing I would say is concern the inbound tour. The government should support the companies, tourism companies, the private sectors, so that they can improve more, so that they can do more, so that the tourists will come. More that the tourists are coming, we are adding to our GDP. Yeah, so the government should support a little bit so that the country can move forward.
Thank you, Esther. Your last remark for the show.
So I believe that when all other tourism value chain fails us, the cultural heritage will not fail us.
Yeah.
So it's my wish that we develop our cultural heritage. Okay. Recently, you see a lot of superiority and competition among the various cultures in Ghana. It doesn't help. What we need to do is to develop every individual culture to the status that somebody can be attracted to visit the country. That is our unique identity that we have. So I pray that the sector players will come together and design how we can improve our cultural heritage that will attract more people into the country.
Thank you, Espa. Thank you, Mr. Sampson. Thank you for being a part of the show today. This is where we draw the curtains on this particular episode. Once again, this is Good Morning Tourism right here on CHTV. I am Erica Mita Ohene. Have a good day.